The last rays of sunlight lingered on the rooftops, reflecting off the glass windows of the grand mansions. The oak trees lining the winding streets cast long shadows, painting a picture of serenity, ***. Pushpin on the red brick driveway leading into the exclusive neighborhood, Daniel Carter carefully maneuvered his black Tesla Model X, pulling into his private garage. Pushpin for Daniel, today was supposed to be just another ordinary day. A long day at work, a tense meeting with clients, and finally, returning home to enjoy some peace and quiet. Pushpin, but he had no idea that in just a few minutes, everything was about to change forever. Pushpin Daniel had only moved into this neighborhood 2 months ago. Pushpin, it was an area known for its lavish homes, perfectly manicured lawns, and the ever-watchful eyes of its so-called friendly neighbors. Pushpin Nancy Whitmore was one of them. Pushpin, a blonde woman in her early 50s, always dressed in an expensive athleisure outfit, usually found standing on her balcony, a glass of white wine in hand, observing everything and everyone. Pushpin, she considered herself the unofficial watchdog of the neighborhood, keeping a close eye on anyone she deemed out of place. Pushpin, and to Nancy, Daniel was exactly that. Pushpin, as Daniel pulled into his driveway, Nancy was already watching from her balcony, her brows furrowed in suspicion. Pushpin, her eyes flicked from the sleek Tesla to the well-dressed black man stepping out of it. Pushpin, a question immediately formed in her mind. Memo. How can someone like him afford to live here? Pushpin, she didn't have an answer, but she did have a belief. Pushpin, anyone suspicious in this neighborhood didn't belong here. Pushpin, and if no one else was going to do anything, she would. Pushpin, clutching her phone tightly, Nancy knew exactly what she had to do. Pushpin, the moment Daniel pressed the button to close his garage door, Nancy dialed 911. Telephone receiver dispatcher ***, 911. What's your emergency? Telephone receiver Nancy ***. I need to report a break-in. Telephone receiver dispatcher ***. Can you describe the situation? Telephone receiver Nancy ***. There's a strange man breaking into someone's garage. I've never seen him before. Telephone receiver dispatcher ***. Are you sure he's not the homeowner? Telephone receiver Nancy ***. No way. I've lived here for over 10 years. I know who belongs here and who doesn't. Pushpin, the dispatcher hesitates for a moment. Telephone receiver dispatcher ***. Has this person done anything suspicious besides entering the garage? Telephone receiver Nancy ***. He's closing the garage door. Clearly, he's trying to hide something. Pushpin, the dispatcher tries to remain professional, but there's hesitation in their voice. Telephone receiver dispatcher ***. All right, Ms. Monroe. We'll send a unit to check it out. Pushpin, Nancy hangs up, a triumphant smirk forming on her lips. Pushpin, she's convinced she just did the right thing. Pushpin, she has no idea that she has just ignited a chain of events that she won't be able to control. Pushpin, less than 10 minutes later, the quiet suburban street is flooded with flashing police lights. Pushpin, 2 police cruisers screech to a stop in front of Daniel's house, sirens wailing. Pushpin, Officer Ryan Mitchell and his partner step out, hands resting on their holsters. Pushpin, Daniel, just about to enter his home, freezes at the sight before him. Pushpin, his eyes shift from the police vehicles to Nancy, standing at a distance with a smug expression. Pushpin, a cold shiver runs down his spine. Memo. Daniel, thinking ***, no, this can't be happening. They're here for me. Pushpin, before he can react, a sharp voice cuts through the tension. Man, Police Officer Mitchell ***. Put your hands up immediately. Pushpin, Daniel stiffens. Pushpin, this is his home. Pushpin, but right now, in the eyes of these officers, he's nothing more than a suspect. Pushpin, and what's worse, Nancy is still standing there, looking completely satisfied. Pushpin, she genuinely believes she's done the right thing. Pushpin, she has no idea that within the next few minutes, she'll regret everything. Pushpin, Daniel Carter stands in front of his own house, blinded by the harsh glare of police lights. Pushpin, he is not a criminal. But at this moment, every eye is on him like he is ***. Pushpin, Nancy Whitmore, from across the street, folds her arms, pleased with herself. Pushpin, she believes she has just saved the neighborhood from a dangerous intruder. Pushpin, but she has made a grave mistake. Pushpin, she had no idea that Daniel wasn't just the rightful owner of this house. He was also a well-respected figure in the city. Pushpin, and she definitely didn't know that hidden beneath Daniel's garage was a secret no one expected. Man Police Officer Ryan Mitchell ***, hands up, don't move, ***, memo Daniel ***, staying calm, ***, officer, this is my house. I don't know who called you, but I am the legal owner of this property, ***. Man Police Officer Mitchell ***, we got a report of a trespasser. Can you prove you actually live here? Pushpin. Daniel took a deep breath, trying to control his frustration. Pushpin slowly. He reached into his jacket pocket, pulled out his wallet, and handed over his ID along with his house deed. Pushpin. Officer Mitchell glanced at the documents, scanning the name on them. Pushpin, his eyes widened. Pushpin, no way. Pushpin, the man they were trying to detain, wasn't just anyone. Pushpin, he was Daniel Carter, CEO of one of Austin's leading tech firms, and a major investor in high-end residential developments across the city. Pushpin. Officer Mitchell blinked again before glancing at his partner. Man Police Officer Mitchell ***, quietly, ***, we just made a huge mistake, ***. Pushpin. Nancy still hadn't realized what was happening. Pushpin, she stood there, her smug expression frozen in place. Pushpin, but when she saw the shift in the officer's demeanor, her confidence began to fade. Pushpin. Daniel stepped forward, locking eyes with her. Memo Daniel ***, you were the one who called the police, weren't you? Pushpin. Nancy stammered but couldn't deny it. Pushpin. Daniel let out a short, humorless laugh. Memo Daniel ***, you called the cops because you saw a black man closing his own garage? That's a crime in your eyes. Pushpin. Nancy opened her mouth to say something, but then, Pushpin, the garage lights suddenly flickered on. Pushpin, a cold shiver ran down Nancy's spine as she glanced inside. Pushpin, she suddenly felt uneasy. Pushpin. Inside the garage, it wasn't just Daniel's Tesla parked neatly. Pushpin. Against the far wall, behind an old wooden shelf, there was a small iron door. Pushpin. And that door was slightly open. Pushpin. Beyond it, a staircase led down into a dark, hidden basement. Pushpin. Daniel frowned. Pushpin. He remembered clearly. When he purchased this house, the garage was just an ordinary space. Pushpin. So why was there a hidden passage here? Pushpin. He turned to the officer. Memo Daniel ***, I think there's something in this garage that I never knew existed. We should check it out, Pushpin. Officer Mitchell nodded, his hand instinctively resting near his holstered weapon. Pushpin. Daniel stepped forward, turned on the flashlight on his phone, and cautiously descended into the mysterious basement. Pushpin. Nancy stood frozen, her heart pounding. All her arrogance had vanished, Pushpin. She felt only one thing now, Pushpin. Fear. Pushpin. The staircase led down into a small space, no bigger than 10 by 10 feet. Pushpin. The ceiling was low, the air damp and stale. Pushpin. But what shocked everyone the most, Pushpin, was the stacks of files piled on an old dusty table. Pushpin. These files were aged, covered in dust, but intact. Pushpin. Daniel flipped open a folder, and his eyes widened in shock. Pushpin. Inside were legal documents, confidential contracts, and Pushpin. Photos of Nancy Whitmore. Pushpin. Nancy nearly collapsed when she saw them. Pushpin. Photographs of her from decades ago. Pushpin. Contracts revealing her involvement in a massive financial scandal from the past. Pushpin. She had once been tangled in a real estate fraud case. Pushpin. And the mastermind behind it was her ex-husband. Pushpin. These documents were undeniable proof of illegal dealings that had been buried for years. Pushpin. Nancy gasped. Pushpin. She never imagined that her past would come back to haunt her like this. Pushpin. She never thought that in her attempt to expose Daniel, she had actually exposed herself. Pushpin. She had unknowingly opened the gates to her own downfall. Pushpin. And now, she could do nothing but stand there, paralyzed. Pushpin. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Pushpin. Daniel turned to look at her. Memo Daniel ***, do you still think I don't belong here, Nancy? Pushpin. She couldn't answer. Pushpin. Because she knew she had lost. Pushpin. All the secrets she had buried for so long were now exposed. Pushpin. The basement was dimly lit, with only the glow from Daniel's phone flashlight illuminating the dusty old files. Pushpin. Nancy Whitmore trembled. She couldn't believe what she was seeing, Pushpin. The files in Daniel's hands weren't just old paperwork. They were evidence tied to a massive real estate fraud case that had been forgotten for nearly 20 years. Pushpin, and the worst part? Pushpin, her ex-husband, Frank Whitmore, was the mastermind behind it. Pushpin Nancy had signed off on countless fraudulent contracts, helping Frank steal millions from middle-class families in Texas. Pushpin, she had thought it was all buried forever. But now, the past had come back to haunt her. Pushpin and Daniel Carter, the man she had just called the cops on for being suspicious outside his own home, was now holding the very evidence that could bring her down. Pushpin Nancy's own prejudice had led her to this moment. And now there was no way out, ***. Pushpin Daniel turned around, gripping the files tightly, his gaze ice-cold as he stared directly at Nancy. Memo Daniel ***. How long have you been living in fear? Nancy? ***. Pushpin, she couldn't answer. She just stood there, shaking ***. Pushpin Daniel flipped another page. An old photograph of Nancy signing a contract alongside her ex-husband, a satisfied smile on her face. Memo Daniel ***. You thought I was a threat because of my skin color? But the truth is, you're the one who's been hiding a crime all these years. ***. Pushpin Nancy shook her head frantically. She wanted to deny it, to say it was all a misunderstanding ***. Pushpin, but she knew the truth. It was over. Pushpin, anyone who saw these documents would immediately understand. Nancy wasn't an innocent bystander. She was an accomplice ***. Pushpin, and now Daniel had the proof. Pushpin officer Ryan Mitchell remained nearby, watching the entire scene unfold, his face full of doubt. Pushpin, but as he saw the documents Daniel was holding, his expression changed. Pushpin, he suddenly realized this wasn't just a pointless 911 call. This was an actual case ***. Pushpin Daniel turned to Officer Mitchell, holding up the files. Memo Daniel ***. I think you're going to want to see this ***. Pushpin the officer flipped through the documents quickly, his eyes widening as he recognized the significance. Man Police Officer Mitchell ***. My God. These are the missing records from the Whitmore fraud case in 2002. Pushpin Nancy panicked. She knew that if the police realized her connection, there would be no way out ***. Pushpin, she did the only thing a desperate person could do. Pushpin, she ran. Pushpin Nancy bolted for the garage door, trying to escape. Pushpin, but she never had a chance. Pushpin Officer Mitchell quickly pulled out his handcuffs and tackled her before she could make it past the driveway. Man Police Officer Mitchell ***. Nancy Whitmore, you are under arrest for conspiracy to commit fraud and withholding evidence. Pushpin Nancy screamed, struggling against the cuffs. But it was over. Pushpin, she had dug her own grave. Pushpin, and all of this happened because she called the police on a crime that never existed. Pushpin, 1 week later, news of Nancy Whitmore's arrest spread throughout Austin. Pushpin, the media revisited the Whitmore case from 2002, exposing what her ex-husband had done and how she had helped cover it up. Pushpin Daniel Carter was hailed as the man who had unintentionally reopened one of Texas's biggest financial fraud cases. Pushpin and Nancy, she had nothing left. Pushpin, everyone in the neighborhood now knew she wasn't the victim of a misunderstanding, but a fraud who had lived a lie for decades. Pushpin, she lost her reputation. She lost her status. And most of all, she lost herself. Pushpin, meanwhile, Daniel Carter continued his work, refusing to let discrimination slow him down. Pushpin, because he knew that what truly mattered wasn't how others perceived you, but how you rise above prejudice to prove your worth. Pushpin 1, prejudice can lead people to make devastating mistakes. Pushpin 2, never judge someone based on appearances. Pushpin 3, the truth always finds its way to the surface, sooner or later. Pushpin 4, justice cannot stay buried forever. Pushpin 5, if you try to bring someone down because of your bias, you might just end up destroying yourself. Thought Balloon, have you ever been wrongly judged by someone? Thought Balloon, what do you think about how Nancy was undone by her own prejudice? Thought Balloon, does justice always prevail, or does it sometimes come too late? Pushpin, share your thoughts in the comments. Pushpin, hit like and subscribe so you never miss another powerful story. Sparkle's justice doesn't come from silence. It comes from those who are brave enough to speak the truth. Rocket ***.